What's up, nail fiends? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video I have something a little bit different for my channel. You guys are used to seeing me buy things. You never see me actually go through my collection and get rid of anything. So today I thought I would bring you guys along as I destashed my polishes. So you guys may remember that I have now taken this step into acrylic and gel. So I don't really use my regular polishes that I started my nail journey with. So I wanted to go through them all, get rid of as much as I possibly could and make some space for stuff I do use. So if you guys would be interested to have a little nosy through my polish collection and also see what I'm getting rid of, then just keep on watching. So guys, diving right in with today's video, and I first basically wanted to begin this by just showing you guys what I'm working with. So like I said, I'm going to be tidying up this complete Helmer, but for today we have drawer number 1, that is my gel drawer. This one is basically just going to stay like this for the moment. I do have to give it a little bit of a clean because like I say, I don't gravitate towards these gels very much anymore, so I do want to give it a good clean and save some space, but for today it's just staying like that. And the same goes for the second drawer, which is my stamping drawer. I do have a couple of regular polishes in there that I do have to take out, but this one is also staying the same. And then we move on to drawer number 3, which is the start of my destash drawers, and in this one, this is basically all of my China Glaze, OPI. It does have some other mainstream brands mostly, and then we move on to the next drawer, and this is all of my Ink Londons, and this one also has some of my indie polishes in it as well. And then this one is basically mostly all of my indie collection. I have drastically reduced my indie polishes, but this is basically what I'm left with. And then we move on to the very bottom drawer, which once again is full of mainstream polishes. So guys, I have now gone ahead and removed all of the drawers from that Helmer unit and placed them all on my bed, and this basically gives me a full 360 degree look at what is going on, what I have and what I want and what I don't, if that makes any sense. So I basically like to just place everything out, see what I'm working with, and then work from there. So I will say at this next point in this video, the lighting is a little bit off. I forgot to put my light boxes up, but I do rectify the situation as the video goes on a little bit more, so please excuse the dodgy lighting for this part of this video. But yeah, starting with the bottom drawer, this was the one that was full of all my cheaper sort of mainstream brands. So you could see that I basically put in all of my Rimmel London polishes. When I first started my nails, these were one of my favourite brands, but I don't use them anymore, so these are all going in the box and going to new homes. And the same goes for all of my S's. Again, you may notice that I don't have very much of these anymore, and that is because I did drastically reduce my collection a little while ago, and I'm just basically getting rid of the overflow now. So these are Everglaze polishes, and I'm pretty sure these are by China Glaze, but they are a different sort of line. Again, I don't use them anymore, so these are all going as well. And then we have Barry M jellies, and also from their regular range. Again, when I first started nails, was one of my absolute favourite brands. I loved Barry M's, and their jelly range was one of my favourites, but I just do not gravitate towards them anymore, and I really don't need like a full row in a Helmer drawer full of polishes that I don't use. So these are all going in my destash pile as well. Then we move on to some Itsy London. I've had these for a couple of years now, just before the brand shut down. They are gorgeous colours, beautiful polishes, and they have a really great formula to them. But again, I just don't use them, so these are going in my destash pile as well. I could basically say that this whole drawer is going in this box. I just don't gravitate towards these regular polishes anymore. And again, I have some MAC polishes here, and also some colour show ones as well. I just don't gravitate towards them, and they need to go. I need to surround myself with things I love and get rid of the things that are just taking up space and I'm not using. And the same goes for the rest of those Barry M's and also some Butter Londons as well. Then we have Model Zone, again a brand I used to absolutely love when I used regular nail polishes. Beautiful colours, some of the brightest, most pigmented polishes I have ever actually really used. I loved this brand, but again I do not gravitate towards them. So even though I was really proud of the collection that I had basically accumulated, I had all the Polish for Tans collection and things like that, but again guys, I just don't use them, so I don't feel like I need to hold on to them. So the next drawer down, guys, this is where I basically store all of my ink Londons, and it also has some of my indie polishes in there as well. So what I did first was go ahead and put all of those ink London polishes in that box because I was getting rid of everyone I had. So I went ahead and did that, and then I started to split up all of the polishes that were indies from the mainstream polishes, because I did want to go through my indies a little bit separately, because obviously they are a little bit more expensive. So I wanted to have a little look at what I had, what I wanted to keep and what I didn't. So I split them up, and I'm just going in here and putting the rest of the mainstream polishes in this box, and also splitting the indies up like I said, and I will do the indies in a separate part of this video. And I must admit, guys, at first when I started to do this, I really thought, oh my god, I'm going to regret this. I am going to feel like I have done like some kind of mistake. Please excuse Bentley, he likes to be heard. But I really felt so therapeutic going through all of my polishes, seeing ones that I used to really love, or ones that I had swatched on at the beginning of my channel and things like that. So it was absolutely awesome going through my collection and getting the memories from them. But the thing with memories is you don't need a thing to keep on to the memory. The memory is always there. So I really felt like getting rid of these was such a great experience for me, and I'm really looking forward to my new space. So guys, I hope you can see that the lighting is a little bit better here. I've moved on to my desk. I don't know why I didn't start at the desk and do the whole video like this, but I basically have my cardboard box here. I am on to the next one. I completely filled that last box with all of that polishes from the first couple of drawers, but now we are moving on to my OPIs and all of my more slightly expensive sort of mainstream brands. And with the OPIs, I am going to be getting rid of all of them, and I still have quite a collection of OPIs because I really did like them. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just pack all these up into the box and send them off to their new home. So next up, guys, we have China Glaze, which was another brand that I used to really love, but again, I just don't gravitate towards them. And I do actually have a few of their gel polishes, which I love, so I'm just going to go ahead and give these all away as well. So you may notice that I have a fair few of these, and I am keeping any, which I am really proud of myself for. So I have gone ahead and got rid of all of the OPIs and now all of the China Glaze. The same goes for Morgan Taylor. I had a few of their polishes from their core range and also the holographic range that they released a couple of years ago, I think. Again, I didn't even use these. I think I paid like £9 for them from Sally's, and I didn't touch them. I swatched the pink one and that was it. So it just goes to show you how much bloody money I have wasted on nail polish. So yeah, I am not happy about that whatsoever. But again, guys, I felt like if I didn't do this, they were just going to sit there and basically rot in that corner. And if someone could get the benefit out of these, and I'm not, I think that's a fabulous thing. So I definitely went ahead and just passed these on to someone else, and she has promised me if she doesn't like any of the polishes or already has them, then she's going to basically pass it on to someone else, and we are just going to keep the polish we're all given. So again, guys, I am so proud, but there is another empty drawer that I completely destashed. And now, guys, we are moving on with my indie polishes, which, if I must be honest, was the ones that I struggled the most with. So what I decided to do was go ahead and keep just my hardcore favourite brands. So for me, that was obviously Virago Varnish. It took me absolutely ages to get this collection together. I was collecting these for a good couple of years, and I have some collections that are not available here in the UK, and I had to get them through like Facebook group buys and things like that, so they were a little bit more expensive than I would normally pay for them. So I decided to go ahead and keep all of my Virago varnishes. So yeah, that didn't go too well, did it? But I decided that if it came to using any, I really like the formula of the Virago varnishes, so I'm going to stick with those. So I didn't stash any from that brand at all. And then we move on to my picture polishes, and again, this was one of the first indie brands that absolutely captured my attention. I loved their polishes. I didn't even mind paying like £10, £11 per nail polish, I just fell in love with the brand. So I did collect a fair few of these over the years. I have already gone ahead and destashed and sold quite a few, so these are the ones that I'm left with, and I decided instead of keeping any, even for the sake of memory purposes, I was just going to go ahead and rehome all of these. So I did lay them out with the intention of finding which ones I wanted to keep and which ones I didn't, but I ended up deciding just to go ahead and give these to a new home. And because I didn't use them, I haven't used any of them in over 6 months, so I thought, yeah, it was time to go. Then we have some of my more expensive polishes. So these were Dior ones that I got as a gift for Christmas. Again, I used them for one video, I think, and swatched the other ones. I don't use them, so I'm going to go ahead and pass them on as well. And the same goes with these KB Shimmer ones. And then I'm moving on to my CND Vinylux. Now this is a brand I absolutely love. They are so beautiful, and I just thought I cannot part with all of these. So you may notice that I'm kind of thinking about it there, but I did go ahead and get rid of a few, but I did keep my I'm pretty sure it was like the collection they did a couple of years ago. I can't remember off the top of my head what it was called, but I loved the colours. It was such a beautiful collection, so I kept them, as well as a pink, a red and a more corally tone one. So now we're moving on with Floss Gloss, which was another brand I absolutely loved. I had such a huge collection of these, and I really like to keep them on display. The packaging is awesome, but I decided to go ahead and keep 3 of those and destash 2 of them, which I thought was really good, because normally I kind of thought that I was just going to go ahead and keep them all. But yeah, I ended up keeping my 3 favourites and getting rid of the rest. And then we move on to some randoms such as HJ Manicure, Trust Fund Beauty and also Nailberry, and I decided to go ahead and just get rid of all of those. I was debating between the 2 sort of nudie shades because they were the first indie polishes that I bought and I was in love with them, but I decided nope, it's time to go ahead and just pass them on to someone else who will also love them. Then we move on to different dimensions, and I have the 90s trio here. I absolutely love them, and I also have a couple of randoms from Girly Bits, and I can't remember what the other one was, but I ended up getting rid of the rest of those and keeping the 90s trio. And then we have some Ella Mia and also some Madame Glam polishes, and I went ahead and got rid of all of those. And now guys, we are moving on to my overflow of gel polishes. So these were polishes that I had in mixed drawers and they were just a little bit all over the place. So I'm just going to go through them and see what I want to keep and what I don't. So I first decided to get rid of all of those Madame Glam ones. I do now use Madame Glam's gel polishes and I don't feel the need to have both sort of ranges. So I got rid of all of those. And again, I am just popping my favourites to the side. So you saw me put aside my A England polishes. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with them at that point, so I did go ahead and pop them to the side for a minute, and then I went ahead and just started to fix which ones I were all the same brand basically. So we basically have some Fair Maiden lacquer ones here. I loved this brand. Their neon collections were some of my absolute favourites, but once again guys, I spent a fortune on these and I just don't use them. So I feel like instead of them just sitting in my drawer gathering dust, I will go ahead and pass those on to someone who is going to use them and also love them a little bit more than I do, obviously. Then we move on to Pretty Serious. So I have a few randoms as well as their pet names collection. You will notice in my next sort of bundle, I ended up finding the rest of the pet names collection, but I got rid of all of my Pretty Serious polishes and ended up not keeping any of them at all, which I was kind of surprised about because I thought I would have kept the pet names collection because I do like it for water marbling, but I ended up just putting them all in the box and moving on. Then we move on to some Colours by Leroux polishes. This was another brand of indie polishes that I absolutely loved. Some of the first ones I actually bought, and these are ones that I have left from my last destash, which was probably about 2 years ago now, and I still haven't reached for them in that time. So this time I am going to go ahead and just pop them into the box, pass them on to someone who will use them because they are gorgeous polishes. And then we also have some brands like I Love Nail Polish, we have Mod lacquer, we have Ever After lacquer, we have painted polish by Lexi, and also Celestial polish. Brands I really loved, but polishes I do not reach for, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop these all into my donation box. Then we move on to some random indie polishes from brands like KB Shimmer, LG and Polish My Life. We also have some El Corazon in there, some Ice Cream Nails, and also some, I don't know what that one is, I'm not even going to lie, I have zero clue what that polish is. But yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and just get rid of all of these. They're ones that I have had in my collection for a while and just don't gravitate towards, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop them away as well. And then we move on to one of my absolute favourite brands, and these polishes were the absolute pride of my collection. This was my Pipe Dream polish collection. I did have other ones, I also had a few other collections, but again, like I said, I went ahead and sold them when I moved on to gel and acrylic. But these ones I just could not part with. So we have the mellowed out cream ones, and also some that I used for water marbling. So I am going to go ahead and keep all of those, because I don't have polishes that water marble very well, and even though I don't do it very often, I like to have something there that I could use. And then we have all of my 8 Englands. So again guys, you heard me mention at the start, I love these polishes. These were absolutely amongst some of my favourite polishes, but I just haven't reached for them in such a long time, so I did end up going ahead and getting rid of all of those. And then we have some stragglers here that I found in my other drawers, and that was the rest of the Pretty Serious Pet Names collection and some other Pretty Serious ones that I just went ahead and got rid of as well. And then we have the rest of the Fair Maiden ones, and also some Madame Glam, and also some Esmaltes de Kelly, which I got rid of as well. So guys, do you remember at the start of this video when I had those drawers that were completely stuffed full of all of those polishes? Well, this is basically all of the polishes that I decided to keep out of all of those ones that you saw. So I did get rid of like 90% of my collection, and these are just a few brands that I could not part with, and a few polishes that just meant that much to me that I just didn't want to get rid of. So I'm going to show you basically what my polish drawer looks like in my regular nail polishes, and I'm not even kidding guys, I cannot actually believe I was able to get rid of that amount of polishes. It is going to be such an awesome nail mail day for the lovely Karen. So yeah, I was really proud of myself. I couldn't believe that I got rid of as much as I did, even though I needed to do it and I knew that I did. I just, when it came to the crunch of actually doing it, I was doubting myself, but I am so glad that I did. And now that when I look in my drawers and I see some space for things that I do love and do use, I'm over the moon with it. So if you cannot already tell guys, I'm basically just going ahead and adding these all to the drawer. I did go ahead and mix up the rest of the polishes with my polish shaker just to give them a good shake, because like I say, it's been a while since I've used any of these and I don't want them to go bad and separate and things like that. So I did end up using my polish shaker, giving them all a good shake. I cleaned out my drawers, I did a little bit of disinfecting the drawers, and then I went ahead and got some new acrylic drawer organisers to go ahead and organise all of those drawers. But I want to save that for a separate video, because I want to show you guys what I have in them now and what I ended up doing with them and things like that. So I'm not going to show you guys the end result at the moment. I just wanted to share with you what I actually got rid of in this part of the video. And so guys, now that all of that is over and out of the way, I just want to show you my now really reduced collection of nail polishes. So I managed to get rid of all of my mainstream polishes, and these are the indie polishes that I decided to keep. So finally guys, I just wanted to share with you my Destash boxes. So I cannot believe how much polishes I was actually able to get rid of. I really thought this was going to be a lot more harder than it actually was, but I was pleasantly surprised to see how quickly I went through them and how rational I was with whether I was going to use them or anything like that. And they are going to a lovely new home with the lovely Karen, who is a really nice lady that I have met through the nail community, and she has also said that if she doesn't want any or already has duplicates, she is going to pay them forward to someone else in the community, and that makes me so happy that these polishes are going to be loved and people are going to love and appreciate them as much as I did. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a little bit different for my channel. I'm really happy that I was able to bring you guys along for this process, because having you guys here really made me sort of get rid of a lot more than I probably would have, because I would have made excuses or something like that. So thanks for joining me today, and like I said, I really hope you enjoyed this one. And if you did enjoy today's video, please give me a thumbs up. I would totally appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel and you haven't already, don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit that notifications bell to be updated anytime I upload a new video, and also give this video a like and a little share. It helps greatly with my channel and I would really appreciate it. And for my returning subscribers, as always, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.